Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to review socks from the Lightyear series. Now, socks is going to be a little bit easier to get compared to Captain Lightyear. His drop rates is going to be exactly the same as Pixar Lamp. If you have all the Tsums collected, then your drop rate is going to be 36.36%. So it is a relatively easy Tsum to get. It's also very easy Tsum to max out to skill level 6. But before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at his strategy as well as stats. So the ability description for Socks is that he's going to clear Tsums randomly. The gameplay that you're currently watching right now is a skill level 1 game demonstration, and it's also my very first gameplay. Alright, so let's get into his stats. In order for you to activate his ability, you're going to need to clear a total of 16 to 21 Socks off the screen. This number is going to depend on what skill level you have Socks at, so it's going to vary a little bit. His minimum score is 140 with a maximum score of 875. So Socks is not going to be amazing for score. If all of your Tsums are at a very low level though, then Socks is considered pretty good. Socks is a really good low level high scoring Tsum, but once you get to level 50, he's not that great. And if you do want to maximize Socks to skill level 6, you're only going to need to get a total of 29 copies of him in the premium box, so that's on the lower end. And also, Socks is not a limited Tsum, so what that means is that even after the lucky time for this month, Socks is going to be in the premium box. So if you really want Socks and you miss out during this month, it's okay, because he's going to be back in the premium box. Now, if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I review Tsums, do game demonstrations, and do monthly leagues, then please consider subscribing to this channel. It really helps me out a lot. Alright, so let's get into the skill chart. Every single time you level up Socks by one skill level, you're going to require one less Tsum to activate his ability. So in theory, you're going to be able to activate more abilities per game. At skill level 1, you're going to need a total of 21, but if you get him to skill level 6, you're only going to need 16. Now the other thing that's going to be a benefit the higher you get the skill level is that you're going to clear a total of 35 Tsums off the screen, and this number is standard. If you have him at skill level 1, it's only going to be 20. So every single time you level him up by one skill level, you're going to get additional 3 Tsums that's going to clear off the screen. So that's the good news there, is that all of these Tsums or all of these clears are going to be very standard, that you can expect these. The only time, or actually there's 2 scenarios where you won't get this number, is if there's not enough Tsums on the screen or if you have a big Tsum, which I'll get into a little bit later. But let's get into the side-by-side comparison where I show you the skill level 1, 2, and 3. So for these 3 game demonstrations, the 2 big difference here is how many Tsums you need to clear off the screen. So skill level 1 is 21, and then towards the right is 19, which is skill level 3. And you'll see that you're going to get a lot more clears for skill level 3 compared to skill level 1. Skill level 1, you're only going to get 20, and then for skill level 3, you're going to get a total of 26. So let's get into it and take a look at the gameplay. So Socks is going to be a very consistent Tsum. If you are a player that's relatively new to the game and you're not too sure about some of the strategies that's being used, or you just want a consistent flow of coins coming in so you can calculate how much you're going to get by end of the day, then Socks is a good Tsum for that. It's going to yield you roughly the same amount of coins every single time you play, especially if you're using the same speed and same strategy, because you're going to get the same amount of clears every single time. The ability is going to clear you roughly the same amount of Tsums every single time, with a caveat if you have a big Tsum or not, or if you have enough Tsums on the screen or not. But if you are someone who's been playing this game for a while and you've collected a lot of different Tsums out there, then you definitely don't need Socks. Socks is not really that great for missions, not great for abilities, not great for coins. He's just a really cute Tsum to use, but not necessarily going to be amazing for any of those categories. He may be useful for this month's mission, but other than that, it's not that great. You're probably better off with getting Pixar Lamp. He's better for strategies, better for missions, and earns you a little bit more coins compared to Socks. Especially for these lower levels, Socks is not going to yield you any amount of coins that's worth using the 5-4 or coin boost at these lower levels. And actually, even at the higher levels, it's not worth it. So in my opinion, you could skip on Socks unless you think that he's really cute and you must get them for collection purposes. I got them because I wanted to show you guys these game demonstrations, but if I didn't have enough coins, I definitely wouldn't be trying to get Socks to skill level 6. Alright, so what I also want to show you guys is a side-by-side comparison of Socks' ability activated at the same time. So this is the animation in full speed where Socks goes around Captain Lightyear and then they burst a bunch of Tsums off the screen. So let me slow this down so we can analyze it a little bit better here. So the animation is always going to be the same, and I think Captain Lightyear actually throws socks in the air. And then this is going to be the clear area or the clear ranges. At this point, I actually tried to look for patterns to see if there's any consistency of where these random Tsums may be cleared, but it turns out there's really no real pattern. It genuinely is a random pattern. But one thing I did notice is that if you do get a big Tsum on the screen, there is somewhat of a consistency where that big Tsum always gets cleared, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So for these particular animation here, I ended up with 20 for skill level 1, skill level 2 I got 23, and for skill level 3 I got 26. And remember, these numbers are going to be consistent for the most part. As long as you have enough Tsums on the screen, or if you don't have any big Tsums on the screen, then you're always going to get these numbers as long as you have enough Tsums on the screen. And also, every single time you finish the ability, you're always going to get a score bubble. So if you have any missions that requires you to get a score bubble, then it's perfect for that. Alright, so let me show you what happens when you have a big Tsum on the screen. And what I've noticed is if you have a big Tsum on the screen and you activate the ability, majority of the time, if not all the time, you're going to get that big Tsum cleared off the screen. Just because of where the Tsum is placed, it's likely going to get picked up by the clear area. So if you have a big Tsum on the screen, whatever is standard for you, so for skill level 2 in this example, normally you would get 23. So just always add 4 to that and you're going to get a total of, as you can see here, 27 for skill level 2. Now, if you have 2 big bubbles on the screen or 2 big Tsums on the screen, then that's plus 8. So 8 plus 23, that would come out to be 31. So that's if you have 2 big Tsums on the screen. I didn't have any 2 big Tsums on the screen for any of my game demonstrations here, so I can't show you guys. But essentially, as long as you have a big Tsum on the screen, just plus 4 to whatever is standard for that skill level, and that's what you could expect. So overall, I don't think Socks is going to be an amazing Tsum. I actually don't recommend you to spend any of your skill tickets to try to get Socks to skill level 6. He's not going to be great for coins and not really great for abilities and missions. So he's really just a collector's item, but I gotta say though, his animation is really cute. So if you like collecting really cute Tsums, then Socks is the way to go. So let's take a look at the results for these 3 gameplays. For skill level 1, I got 1,134 coins. Skill level 2, I got 1,401 coins. And for skill level 3, I got 1,840. As you can see here, the coin earnings are not that great. I'm also playing with the 5-4 on here. So I'm investing 1,800 coins already. So I actually lost coins by using the 5-4 here. So not worth it for skill level 1, 2, and 3. And as for the score, for skill level 1, I only got 3 million. And skill level 2, I got 3.4. And for skill level 3, I got 4.5. So not great for score either. So for that reason, I would say save your coins and save your skill tickets. Don't invest in Socks. So that's my review for Socks. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, then definitely don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.